Hi there, welcome back. Last time, we introduced the essential arrow line generator, a fusion macro created in DaVinci Resolve to make animated arrow lines. And there is a comment asking if we can set the length of the line that is viewable as it works its way along the path. The answer is yes. Here is an arrow line animated by default with its full length. With the updated template, we can set the length of the visible line and create a line animation like this. If you are interested, you can follow the video to see how it is done by modifying the existing macro template, adding nodes to the fusion composition, saving to a new macro template without repeating all the steps, and keeping all the existing parameter groups and settings. As usual, the download links are included in the description below. You can get the updated generator template and try it yourself. You can also check my previous video for the detailed usage of parameters defined in the macro. From the Effects panel, drag the generator essential arrow line to the timeline. Open it in the Fusion page. Double-click to open the essential arrow line node group. They look complicated, but that's not our focus today. The existing function of this node group is animating a line from the beginning to the end of a path, which is defined by this polygon 1 node. The function we want to add is to have a control of defining the visible length of the line, and animate only the visible part from the beginning to the end. To achieve this, we will use another polygon node. Select polygon 1, click the polygon button in the toolbar, which inserts a new node after polygon 1. With the new polygon 2 node selected, go to the inspector. Right-click the Shape Animation label at the bottom, choose Remove Polygon 2 Polyline to remove the default polyline attached to the node. Right-click again, and select Connect to Polygon 1 Polyline and Value, so that the new polygon node will share the same polyline defined by polygon 1. Uncheck the Solid option. Enter equals in the border width field to enable simple expression. Set the expression to polygon 1.border width, so that polygon 2 has the same mask definition as the previous node. And now we see the line in full length in the viewer. Because the default paint mode is merge, the masks from both nodes are merged together. We need only one mask at a time, depending on a length definition. We will use the length parameter of the second polygon node as the length control parameter. Enter equals in the level parameter to enable simple expression, drag a whip to connect the length parameter. Change the expression to a condition expression like this. If the length is 1, this effect will be disabled. Otherwise, enable this polygon node. As the length is currently set to 1, the node effect is disabled, and we see only the arrows left in the viewer. The line is gone. Change the paint mode to Add. Now is good, we get the line back. In this case, the line is controlled by node polygon 1. If we change the length to any value less than 1, the level parameter is set to 1, and the mask effect of the new polygon node becomes active. We want to disable the effect from the previous polygon node. Select the polygon 1 node, modify the level with a simple expression, so that it sets the level to 1, and enables the effect when the length of polygon 2 is 1. Select the polygon 2 node, and go to the inspector. If we adjust the position value, we can see that the line with the defined length is moving accordingly. Enter equals in the position field to enable the simple expression. Modify the expression as shown here. Because polygon 1's right length is transitioned from 0 to 1, we use polygon 2's remaining length as a factor to adjust the position value. The line is now moving correctly as we play back the clip, but the arrows are not following. Double-click the Begin Arrow Definition group. Select Begin Arrow 1 node, and go to the inspector. Switch to the Layout tab. Modify Position on Path with the simple expression. This will keep the arrow at position 0 if the line length is set to 1, otherwise it will follow the new polygon node's right position. Select Begin Arrow 2 node, and go to the Layout tab in the inspector. Connect the Position on Path parameter to Begin Arrow 1's position parameter. Begin Arrow is now following the line movement. Double-click the End Arrow definition group to reveal the nodes inside. Select End Arrow 1 node, go to the Layout tab. Change the position simple expression to the one shown on the screen. It will ensure the arrow is at the end of the visible line, in either full-length mode or partial mode. Select End Arrow 2, change the simple expression to connect the position on path to End Arrow 1's position. That's it, we now have a partial line animated from beginning to the end. If we change the length back to 1, the animation is reverted back. Now we want to save this as a new macro template, but we don't want to rebuild these parameter pages and groups we did earlier. Close the group to hide the nodes inside. Right-click the group node, choose Settings, Save As, and save to folder Fusion. Templates, Edit, Generators, and Essential Generators. Name it Essential Arrow Line 2. Go to the Effects panel. Inside the Essential Generators section, we can see the newly saved template. Add it to the node editor, and bring it to the viewer. It's working as expected. But in the inspector, we want to add the length parameters so that we can control the animation style. Click the three dots, and select Show Folder. Open the settings file in the text editor. Find the parameter Animation. Copy the Animation parameter section, and paste right after the Animation parameter. Give the input a unique name. Change the source op to Polygon 2. Set the source to right length. Add a name entry to have a custom label, for example, length visible. Save the change, and go back to DaVinci Resolve. Drag it to the node editor. Now the new parameter appears after the animation option in the inspector. Drag the node group into the viewer. Change the length visible. And the animation is changed to partial mode, moving only the visible part of the line. Go back to the Edit page. In the Effects panel, add the new generator to the timeline. If we leave the length to 1, the animation will be just like the previous version. Set the length to anything less than 1, and we get the partial arrow line animation. If we want to show the base path, we can make a copy of the clip. Set the length to 1, and turn off the animation. Change the colors, arrows and thickness to differentiate it from the moving line. Alright, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.